People like Jordan Peterson talk about sexually frustrated men and how it's just plague on society, and only they are concerned about it, and no one wants to give an outlet to these men who can't get a date or whatever. And yet then they also go adamantly against sex work.
Right.
And the facts are pretty clear that when you have some form of legalized prostitution, that it does protect the rest of the women, and also the sex workers themselves.
There was fascinating comparative study that was done. Scott Stern, I believe, was the lead researcher, comparing the impact that Craigslist erotic services had on the cities when it became available. So Craigslist erotic services, if you don't remember, was a place on Craigslist where people could advertise their interest in engaging in either casual or paid sexual encounters. And what they found is that everywhere that Craigslist erotic services became available, the female homicide rate dropped on average 17%. We already talked about what happened in Rhode Island when indoor sex work was decriminalized. You saw a reduction in rapes by 30%. These results have been replicated in places like Amsterdam, or as you mentioned, in Nevada. There's a clear correlation between access to professional sex workers and a reduction in gender-based violence. I think this has two causes. I think that the presence of sex work allows women to escape abusive relationships. And I think there is something to that point. As much as I loathe ceding any ground to Jordan Peterson, there is something about sex workers that turns the temperature down on male violence. And this goes back to the Epic of Gilgamesh, when Ishtar, the goddess of love and war, sent a harlot to spend 6 days and 7 nights with a warrior, teaching him how to bathe and have table manners. And yes, who was experiencing intimate sexual moments with him, which helped ease his transition from a violent theater of war back into civilization.